Hey, all you beautiful people, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Either way, we found each other, and I'm so glad that we did. Today, I'm going to do a story time that I briefly mentioned, I think, in my last video. It's been a minute since I made a video. Still can't get monetization word, but oh well, who cares? But it's about walking away from my literal Prince Charming. And when I mean Prince Charming, I'm talking kind, considerate, caring, insanely attractive, and probably someone that I've connected with more than anyone that I've ever connected with in my entire life. And he lived thousands of miles away. He lived 3,971 miles away from me, to be exact. And I knew him from years ago when I first was on YouTube, and I mentioned having a disorder that caused me to be legally blind, same disorder that he had. He reached out to me back then. We talked briefly, but then we found each other again on Instagram and TikTok, and we started talking. And when we started talking that first night, it was instant connection. You would not believe. I mean, it was something out of a movie. It was so intense, overwhelming, and something I never felt before. And we talked for hours, and you know, we had so much in common, and it was insane. He was younger than me, but only by a few years, and that really didn't seem to matter. The only thing that I think his age caused a problem with is probably something that was in my own head, and that is his pettiness. I mean, he was very petty, and I get it because I'm petty myself. You know, we all have our shit. And you know, when I say petty, I mean if he would get upset with me, he would block me on social media, and then it would take him forever to unblock me. We would be talking, we would even be dating, and he would still have me blocked because he got pissed off at something that I did or something that I didn't do. And another thing, the only other con, I guess, would be that I don't think that he understood my life. He didn't understand that I'm a caretaker and a mother before anything else. That comes first. My life comes first. I don't need a man. I don't need a man, and I raised my daughter to believe that she doesn't need a man. But there is men that you vibe with, you fall in love with, and you can want a man, you can love a man, but you never really need a man. You can survive without one, is the way I see it. And when it came to him, he was so addictive. It was like I needed him. I needed to talk to him. I needed to know how his day was going. I talked to him every single day for hours and hours and hours, and we would have our little quarrels, I guess you could call it that. Like, it wasn't even really over anything. The only problem was like communication. Our communication was really off, and partially that was my fault for not expressing how I generally felt, and partially that was because of his immaturity and pettiness that he had. So we made plans. I was head over heels in love with this man, and it happened so quickly. And I was thinking, you know, I could move my life from Kentucky all the way to London, England, almost 4,000 miles away, to be with this man because I felt in my soul that he was for me. Like, I never, even with the guy that I'd been with for 6 years, I never felt this connection with him. And everything was just spinning out of control, and my life was getting more hectic. I was needed at home more, and I was needed to pay more attention to my children, which I felt like I was neglecting my children and my grandfather that I'm taking care of, because I would spend all day talking to him and wanting to talk to him and only thinking about him and making plans. And then, everyone in my life thought I was crazy. They thought, this guy lives in fucking England. You're never going to see this man. You're never going to have a relationship, a true, general, face-to-face relationship with him like you want. Drop it. Leave it alone. Don't push it any further. That's what people were telling me. And that's what I started to believe. I was like, they're right. He does live so far away. He is younger than me. I do have a life. I can't move my life 4,000 miles away. I can't change countries for someone. You're being fucking stupid, Courtney. Just drop it. So, I ghosted him. And it hurt. It hurt so fucking bad. And there'd be times that he would call, or he would message, or he would call my friend or my sister or something, and his brother would message me, and I was a bitch. I was cold. I turned myself off just as quickly as I turned myself on. I would just turn myself completely off and just blocked him completely out of my life. And I missed him so much, because there was no one that I connected with more. So why wouldn't you miss someone like that, right? And we went months and months and months without talking. And then one day, I answered the phone, and his voice just brought everything back. All the feelings, all the wants, hopes, dreams. And now I'm stuck in a state of, oh my God, this man is so amazing. But in the time that we separated and didn't talk, he knocked a bitch up, which I get. I had my guys that I was fucking. I can't get pregnant, but so now he has a baby on the way, and I'm happy for him. I'm genuinely happy for him. I think that he's going to be an amazing father. I think it's going to make him grow up a whole lot. And he's already pretty mature now, because I can tell that he's grown in the past few months, honestly, and that's great and amazing. And now he's going to be a daddy. And I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him. I always dreamt what it'd be like to have a marriage, kids relationship with him. And I think that he's going to be a great dad. He's a really good guy. And I was the one that walked away. I was the one that fucked shit up. I was the one that really fucked everything up. I mean, when you ghost somebody, how can you expect them to fucking forgive you? I mean, honestly. And for him to forgive me and actually understand where I was coming from shows me that he's more than what I ever thought. And now that I'm talking to him again and see how much he's matured and grown and the person that he is, I know that he's going to be a great father. And, sometimes I dream that, or I wish that it was me. But, I was the one that ghosted him. I was the one that walked away. And for him to forgive me, it's just shows so much growth in him. And shows how stupid I was, for really messing things up. And even though he's 4,000 miles away, still, when you have a connection with someone, you have a genuine connection with them, and you can't help it. It really felt like a movie. Our relationship felt like a movie, and it was magical. That's what happens when you walk away from Prince Charming. Sometimes princesses always want men to get their princes the way they want, but sometimes, you know, you wish that you could. You do. Bye guys, I'll see you in the next video. This one's kind of rambly and crazy and pretty much like all of my other videos. But it was good talking to you guys. Bye!